We're back now to give you the legal edge, and joining us as always is attorney Bryan Waldman from the Sinus Dramus law firm. So it's almost the 4th of July, which means fireworks.
Right.
Exciting but dangerous, because every year tens of thousands of people are hurt by fireworks, most between June 16th and July 16th. So Bryan, we did talk about this last year, but it's definitely worth going over again this year, because we want to make sure that people are setting off fireworks safely and legally.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So very important, because there were new laws that went into effect in December of 2018. So this is our first 4th of July season under the new laws.
Okay.
And so people obviously need to understand what those laws are to make sure they're not violating.
So let's talk about that, the new stuff.
Right.
What's going on this year?
So the old law said that municipalities or cities couldn't prohibit the use of fireworks on 30 specific days, where the state legislature wanted to make sure people could use fireworks. They got a lot of complaints, a lot of people who were angry that their pets were riled up, or their kids were crying, or maybe they had a neighbor who was exposed to trauma, or they just wanted some peace.
Yeah.
And so the legislature went back to work, and under this new law, there's only 11 or 12 days, depending on the year, where cities cannot prohibit fireworks.
Well, I guess that makes sense then for why that changed. A lot of complaints.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so here we come into 4th of July, and a lot of those days where people are allowed to use fireworks, or the cities can't stop them from using fireworks, are leading up to 4th of July. So beginning on June 29th through July 3rd, also on July 4th, and then on July 5th, if July 5th is on a Friday or a Saturday, which is going to happen this year. There can be no restriction on the use of fireworks from 11 a.m. to 11:45 p.m.
So obviously the law, intended to reduce firework use.
Reduce firework use, increased the fines. So instead of it being what was typically a $500 fine, it's now a $1,000 fine for each firework that's shot off. And we're talking about consumer fireworks, not commercial, not sparklers, things like bottle rockets, firecrackers.
Right.
And $500 of that $1,000 fine actually goes to the law enforcement agency who issues the citation. So a real incentive for police to ticket people if they're violating the law.
Definitely important things to consider, but again, keep your neighbors in mind, because veterans, it's a hard time of the year for them as well.
Absolutely.
So,
just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. Be considerate.
Yeah. Thank you, Bryan. As always, we appreciate it for giving us the legal edge.
Thank you, Siobhan.